Army Splashy. Jakook is no longer close, RM is now Jimin's guard. The latest news from the K-pop world is making the army excited again. Rumors are swirling that the iconic closeness between Jimin and Jungkook, known as Jikook, is starting to stretch. This began after some fans caught the moment where Jimin was more often seen with RM in the last few activities, both during practice, recording, until a short trip made by BTS in between their respective activities. What sparked the most conversation was the behind-the-scenes video released by HYB, showing Jimin, who looked exhausted, and then supported by RM. That moment immediately led to speculation that RM now seemed to be a personal guard for Jimin, replacing Jungkook's position, which had always been identical, to always be by his side. Fans were split between those who felt this was just a coincidence and those who believed there was a new dynamic in the members' relationship. In the past, when Jimin looked tired, Jungkook was usually the fastest to approach. But this time RM was the first to hold Jimin's shoulder, even seen accompanying him to the car. "It makes me think, is Jikook not as familiar as before?" wrote one of the army on social media. However, some other fans actually see this moment as a form of brotherly warmth between BTS members. They confirmed that Jimin and Jungkook's relationship remains good. It's just that RM's attention is now more prominent because of his attitude that always protects the members, especially when someone is in need. However, speculation does not stop there. Some say that maybe Jungkook is more busy with his personal projects, so he can't always be by Jimin's side, while RM, as a leader, naturally takes on the role of maintaining the emotional balance and physical condition of the members. These rumors went wild when some of the latest interaction pieces showed Jimin and Jungkook less often seen alone together as usual. ARMY also began to compare with the old interaction, where the two were almost inseparable behind the stage. The issue of Jikook no longer close was immediately widespread among the army. It didn't take long, social media was filled with a variety of conflicting reactions. Some of the army were saddened and worried to see the change in dynamics between Jungkook and Jimin. They consider their moments together to be precious and part of the beautiful history of BTS's journey. "I miss seeing Jimin and Jungkook joking with each other like before. Now they are rarely one frame," wrote one fan in a longing tone. There are also those who upload old compilation videos of Jakook's interactions as a form of nostalgia, as well as proof that the closeness of the two was once so real. However, on the other hand, not a few soldiers are trying to calm the atmosphere. They believe Jimin and Jungkook's relationship has not changed. It's just that the camera now captures more of Jimin's interactions with RM. "If we look carefully, Jungkook still cares about Jimin. It's just not always recorded on camera." "Don't believe speculation easily," commented a fan who tried to straighten things out. Korean entertainment media also raised this issue. Some articles say that changing dynamics between members is natural, considering that each one is undergoing a busy individual. Jungkook is preoccupied with his international music projects, while Jimin has just been working on a series of solo promotions. RM, as the leader, is considered reasonable to be more on Jimin's side to provide support and maintain the stability of the group. However, rumors became more heated when a claim emerged from an insider that HYB was organizing a media strategy by deliberately showing RM and Jimin's interaction in order to build a new image for BTS in the midst of preparing for a comeback. Although this news cannot be ascertained to be true, this kind of speculation actually makes fans' curiosity even higher. Meanwhile, the hashtags #ProtectJakook and #Namjoon for Jimin compete to be trending on social media. This shows how much attention ARMY pays to the internal dynamics of BTS. Although the debate continues, one thing is clear: all fans agree that the most important thing is the physical and mental health of the members, regardless of the dynamics of their friendship. The issue of the new dynamic between Jimin, Jungkook, and RM was increasingly discussed when news of BTS's comeback began to emerge. Many ARMY members have suggested that the spotlight on the members' relationships, especially Jikook, may not be a coincidence. It's possible HYB deliberately built an emotional narrative behind the scenes to prepare for a big surprise when BTS actually returns as a full-fledged group. Korean entertainment industry observers assess that BTS has always been good at maintaining the image of their friendship in the public eye. Personal bonds between members were often part of the big story of the group's journey, and that proved to be a powerful factor in ARMY's growing loyalty. With rumors that RM is now closer to Jimin, some fans are guessing this could be a plot twist in the upcoming comeback promotion. However, behind all these theories, many soldiers still hope that Jimin and Jungkook's close moments will again be shown on the big stage. I believe Jakook will always have irreplaceable chemistry. "Come back later, there will be a surprise for all of us," wrote a fan full of optimism. Not a few also see this as proof of BTS's maturity. As individuals get older and busier, it's natural for their interaction patterns to change. Jimin may have been more propped up by RM lately, but that doesn't mean he's lost his closeness to Jungkook. Instead, it shows that each member can fill different roles as needed. If it is true that BTS's comeback will be held in the near future, this dynamic will most likely be one of the inevitable highlights. Fans will certainly wait whether Jungkook and Jimin will return to show their warm moments, or will RM appear more dominant as Jimin's protector in the public It is clear that this discussion further proves one thing. Whatever the interaction shown by the members, ARMY always looked at her with love and emotion. If you look further, what actually happened between Jimin, Jungkook, and RM is just a small piece of the big dynamics in BTS's body. They are friends, colleagues, and family who have been together for more than a decade. Of course, that bond won't easily falter just because of changes in on-camera interactions. For some soldiers, this moment actually brings a warm sense that each member has their own role in protecting and supporting each other. When Jungkook was busy with his project, RM was present as a brother figure and leader who calmed Jimin down. Likewise, when RM is stuck in a busy schedule, we often see Jungkook or other members filling that role. This change of roles is a testament to their maturity and solidarity. Korean media even highlighted that the spotlight on this shift in closeness is just a reflection of BTS growth as individuals. They are no longer teenagers who always appear in 2s or 3s at every moment, but adult men who learn to divide their time, attention, and responsibilities. What never changes, however, is respect, love, and trust for one another. On the other hand, this hype regarding Jikook and RM Jimin clearly shows how ARMY pays great attention to small details. Even a simple look in the eye and a gesture can be the subject of a big conversation. This proves how strong the emotional bond between BTS and their fans is. In the end, whether it is true that Jakook is stretched or RM is now more of Jimin's guard, the true answer remains only with them. To be sure, BTS has always shown that their friendship goes far beyond rumors or gossip. And when that comeback comes, ARMY will again see that no matter who is on whose side, they are still 7 people who complement each other as one. In the end, the issue of the closeness of Jimin, Jungkook, and RM is just a bit of the story of BTS's long journey. Their relationship is much deeper than what is seen on camera, a bond built from time, struggle, and genuine affection. The ARMY may be surprised, worried, or even speculating, but the members always have a way of taking care of each other, whether it was Jungkook who was present at Jimin's fragile moment, or RM who took on the role of protector. All just proved that BTS's friendship could not be separated by any rumors. And when they again stand together on stage, ARMY will again be presented with concrete evidence that BTS's bond, both as a group and as a family, is something unshakable. For the fans, it's enough to believe that their love and support is the fuel that continues to make BTS strong in every phase, every step, and every new story they live.